Hey, what's going on? This is Jeff with the Prophetic Word. If you like this video at the end, I'm just asking everyone to please hit the like button if you enjoy it and subscribe, and then hit the notification bell so that you can get notifications of all future videos that I give out here, okay, on YouTube. But today I have a word for someone, and it's based on the Word of God, so we're going to read the Bible here in a second, but it's based off of Nehemiah chapter 1. Book of Nehemiah, a great book. It's a book about actually not a quote minister, but a layman, Nehemiah, who actually works for the king, and he's kind of a businessman and a political figure of sorts, but he ends up doing a very wonderful building program, and eventually really helps to do some ministry with the prophet Ezra. Ezra is the book of Ezra, happens right after Nehemiah because they're the same story, just told by two different people. However, Nehemiah 1, we first read of this problem. So Nehemiah is working for the king and finds out that his people back home in another country, in Jerusalem, he's a Jewish person working for the king, but secretly desiring his own home and his people to be prospering, and he finds out that the opposite's happening, that the walls are torn down and it's burning, and a lot of problems, and he's devastated, and he cries out, and he says this in verse 3, that the walls have been broken down, and when he finds out, he weeps bitterly. You know, sometimes it's good to find out something, even if it's a bad thing, about our past, about our people, maybe a family, and even our own lives. And the analogy of the walls is a really important one in the New Testament, you know, because really all of us have walls in our spiritual people, how we're made. And sometimes we don't have everything working for ourselves. Sometimes we do have walls that have been broken down through time or through things that happen to us in life. And so, and we need help. We need God to help rebuild those walls. Some walls are bad, you know, walls of emotional, keeping people out, but other walls are good, that to have borders, to have boundaries with people, to have certain things we do and don't do. So there are good walls that we have to build. Spiritually, there's spiritual attacks we get, sometimes from other people, sometimes from, obviously, from just the lies that we can believe. So I'm talking about good walls that we all have to survive. If we don't have those walls, we're going to be in trouble very quickly. So those type of walls, some of us are rebuilding, and so someone today, I really feel like it's for you, this word's for you, that you need to rebuild walls, and you got to find out what they are first. Nehemiah didn't even know at first. He had to find out from a friend who told him what was happening. And so whether that friend for you is the Word of God, or maybe a sermon you heard recently, or someone maybe just came and told you something that they meant in love, but maybe it was a confrontation or a rebuke, you know, and now you're realizing that you need to grow in a certain area. Maybe you need the Word of God in a certain area. So I'm here to encourage you to do that, and let God help you rebuild that wall. It's so important to get the good walls built and to take down the bad ones, you know. And sometimes what we do is we put up the wrong walls, you know, and so the bad walls need to come down that aren't built on a good foundation, and then the good ones need to be built. Because in life, you've got to have, in construction, they talk about walls that are breathable. You know, sometimes we build such secure walls that you can't even get moisture through, and in construction, that's bad. That's why they have this stuff called Tyvek. I don't know if you've heard of this, vapor barrier. It's a thin layer of material they put on a house before you put your siding on it, and it's got to be breathable. And actually, your house isn't even legal here in America if you don't put that breathable paper on down between the siding and your bricks or whatever your house wall is made of. So too much of a secure wall will actually bring destruction. So you've got to have a balance. And I think that's what the word is to you today. So anyways, I hope that goes really well for you guys. And if this encouraged you and you want to hear more, please hit the like button and subscribe and the notification bell. And then we'll see you next time.